We are African Leadership and Reconciliation Ministries. Since 1994, our call has been to develop servant leaders who reconcile relationships and transform their communities throughout East and Central Africa. To develop servant leaders, we provide training in biblical skills and theology, evangelism, church planting and discipleship to pastoral and lay leaders so that they know how to lead their churches and communities with the truth of the gospel and not with tribal and traditional identities and practices. Jeffrey in Gulu, Uganda was a rebel soldier before he was an alarm-trained pastor.
It is very important for you, the pastor, to have training, to have those skills so that it can help you to work with people. The alarm training, it was very good for me and for my work as a pastor. It had helped me how to make my sermon. I was able to help people. I preach to them, I talk to them. They are in the church now. They are doing well. Even they are so excited to be saved.
It also means we train Christian professional leaders serving in the government, community, and in local businesses. Leaders like lawyers, judges, mayors, police, and military personnel, training them in servant leadership, good governance, mediation, conflict resolution, restorative, and biblical justice. Jonathan is a lawyer standing against corruption in Bujumbura, Burundi.
Justice in Burundi has suffered. It's an open mission field in the legal profession for us to proclaim the gospel of Christ and call them to live out their faith and practice their profession, displaying the values of Christ. Not to be intimidated, not to be ashamed of their faith, but take the risk for the sake of God, for the sake of Christ.
We reconcile relationships by helping men and women move past ethnic divisions and cycles of vengeance. We equip them with skills in biblical peace building, forgiveness, conflict resolution, and trauma healing. Juliet lives in Kapchawa, Uganda, where she started a school welcoming children from the tribe that murdered her own mother.
When these children come, they come when they don't know Christ. They grow up knowing that the only way to survive is by stealing cows. But now, when they come to learn about Christ, that is when they know that stealing is not what God wants. I hope that these children after school, they go back home and make home a better place. They become a multiplying factor in their families. They save men for Christ.
Communities are transformed through orphan care and vocational training, legal support for the vulnerable, and economic empowerment for struggling women. Kavira in Goma, Congo, is a shop owner who now provides for her family because of Alarm's microfinance program.
Nilikuwa sina kazi yoyote, nilikuwa tu nikiishi maisha magumu. Njoo tukakubali na wakatuforme, wakatufundisha namna gani mtu anaweza kutumika. Wakatupatia pesa, tukaanza kazi. Ndio kwenye ninatosha hii, ndio shina ya hii kazi yangu. Inanisaidia mimi na jamaa yangu, na kanisani siwezi kosa tena sadaka ya kutoa.
Because Alarm is African-based and African-led, our staff understand at the deepest level the challenges and problems we are facing. Problems we believe can be solved with the help of friends and partners across the globe who are committed to walking alongside the people of Africa as they strive to achieve peaceful, productive, and prosperous communities. African Leadership and Reconciliation Ministries, developing servant leaders, reconciling relationships, transforming communities. We are Alarm.